Hello, welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman. I'm Gerkinman, and this is Resident Evil 4. Of course, you saw that in the title. It's Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm about to enter... I was right. This episode is in the mines. I knew it. I just tweaked my microphone settings a little bit. I listened to last week's audio and found that it was a little on the quiet side, so hopefully now I've made these little modifications here, it'll be a little bit louder, but I won't know until I sit down and watch the episode. It seems like the mic might be a little bit far away. On the flip side, it also means that the controller's not being picked up anywhere near as much, so that's a plus. So you take the good with the bad. Alright, I'm just going to be selling off a bunch of shit that I don't need. Because if I could get the infinite rocket launcher as well as the Chicago typewriter, which I don't think I could do, but if I could, that would be incredibly epic and would lead to all kinds of hilarity. I've never done it before, but you never know. Maybe this will be the day. Maybe this will be the time that I play through and get both of those crazy weapons. We're already a quarter of the way there, but we are very close to the end of it. Well, not close to the end of the game, but a little over halfway through the game. So, who knows? Maybe we'll make it, maybe we won't. I guess we'll find out as we play through. But thankfully we are coming towards the end of this large castle section of the game, and it's weird, like, I do really, really like it. I love it even. But it does feel quite long. And something that I didn't actually notice until afterwards, and I was trying to see how many episodes exactly there'd be of this series, is that the parts in the village, each chapter has three individual like mini chapters inside, or stages. Not so much with the castle and the part that comes up after the castle. They actually have 4 each, which makes them longer again. So that's something I never really realized, but it explains why these parts feel so much longer than the rest of it. Oh dear. It's a massacre. Where are you? Who's throwing things at me? Oh, that man's on fire. Never gets old. Never ever. So many wonderful things to collect. Oh, the guy left. So you've noticed that they're not getting as many of the parasites that are coming out of the heads, and I think that's because, I don't actually know, because I don't understand how the game's coded, but I get the feeling that that might be because the Chicago typewriter does so much damage that it actually bypasses that. Like, it counts as one shot from the Chicago typewriter counts as enough to both kill the enemy and the parasite inside them. So I don't know for sure, but I get the feeling that that's what's happening, because you can see the bodies stumbling forward a little bit. So once again, I don't know if that's true, but that's the way I feel, what I feel might be happening there. If you actually know about how the code for this game works in that respect, I'd actually be really interested to know about that. So that's the thing. All right, so we're entering like a little, it's almost like an old burial chamber. Very big change of pace in here. Very different environment to what we've been playing through so far. I'm just going to cap these guys off from the distance. It's another chainsaw man. That would normally be a threat, but not today. That's the great thing about the Chicago typewriter, is it makes bear traps, which I hate, so much easier to clean out. But this is an interesting environment. I don't entirely understand how it works in terms of in the story or in the universe, but what I do know is that it essentially, this is where they were like digging up Las Plagas fossils. So like the Las Plagas is actually like really old apparently. It's a bit weird, but that's what seems to be implied here, at least, that it's the Las Plagas are like some ancient evil. He can't get down. What an idiot. Now he's dead. Usually he jumps out the window. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't. The game's AI must have been bugging out for some reason. Got the key to the mine. Oh yeah. mine is a fantastic sequence, especially if you're an Indiana Jones fan. It's a very, very reminiscent of the mine from Temple of Doom, which seems to be the movie that everyone either thinks is the best in the series or the worst. Very few people are in the middle with Temple of Doom. I don't know what's up with that. Whoops. Turned a little bit too eagerly. So these, you might have recognized, the original villages. I guess they were in that last section of the mine as well that we were in, but I think it is interesting to point out that like this is the last time that we'll see these characters. We haven't seen them in a while. And generally when you're playing through this game, even for the first time, by the time you get up to here, like the Chainsaw Man isn't a big threat because your weapons have been upgraded quite a bit. It's not to say that he's a pushover, but he's certainly not insanely difficult either. He's easier than he would have been otherwise. Yeah, use that key. There's little skulls everywhere. So much attention to detail, absolutely love it. I also really like this like little streams of like sand like here coming down from the ceiling. I think little touches like that add a lot to the game. I wonder what's going to happen here. You can't do anything with that until the cutscene activates. It's priorities. Should I go for the ceiling first? Or the creepy little creatures? We'll go for the ceiling. So these are interesting because they are on their own. They're not coming out of anybody. They're just kind of there. So that's the first time you see like basically I guess you consider them wildlife pluggers, I suppose, maybe. I don't actually know. That's what I've always thought of them as. I could be completely wrong. I usually am. Absolutely blitzing this game now. That's just so much quicker than using the knife to open crates too. It's just an all-around time saver, the old Chicago typewriter. Alright, so we're going to hop into this minecart, and as I said, this is where things get a little bit Indiana Jonesy. First of all, this is how you hit this switch. So this sequence, I guess that's a little bit cheap. I could have some excitement. I'll let them jump in first. So when you've only got like, say, a pistol with a little bit of ammo left, this is absolutely terrifying and really stressful. We can shoot that light. No, you can't. Yeah, this sequence generally is pretty damn terrifying. So we got some of these idiots who like jump in a little bit early, rolling around. I mean, like it seems pretty straightforward, but they're definitely ramps up at a good pace. And this is like a really exciting thing too. Like, so I keep talking about like this middle part of the game being like a roller coaster. Like the first part is like a oh yeah, there's little quick time events here and there too. The first part of the game is very much like a survival horror game. This part here is definitely much more like an action experience. And there's a Chainsaw Man. So when you're in here with nothing but a pistol and he jumps in here, holy shit, it's rough. It is rough. What isn't rough is how quickly these guys are going down. Nice and easy. But there's so many of them. Thankfully they drop a bit of ammo, but yeah. This part's always been one of those like standout moments to me in terms of game design, just because it comes out of practically nowhere. There's nothing like this anywhere else in the game. I mean, like you get to ride that other little like not like a roller coaster, but like that other rail car around the castle earlier on. But this is actually been in there and turning it into an action sequence is I think like a really clever piece of game design. Even with a pistol, like, you don't have to actually kill those guys, you just have to shoot them in the leg and they'll go over the edge, much like the ones earlier in the game. Very straightforward, very simple. You want to destroy that, because if that hits you, that hurts. It's another chainsaw man, down he goes. Oh, you actually got him. Didn't live long though. It's quite a large environment too, like Resident Evil 4 has, the environments tend to be like small room-based environments, so seeing like this huge open expanse, the engine doesn't really do a lot of this at all, and it looks quite good. I mean, the geometry isn't particularly high and the textures are a little blurry, but in general it's like a really well-designed, nice big open environment. It's quite impressive, I think, especially for the GameCube that was originally released. This is what they did at a theme park, a sequence where you have a bunch of the Resident Evil theme park, the roller coaster, where you get to shoot all the Spanish dudes as they... His body isn't going away, that's kind of strange. Oh yeah, and we pick up the pace in here, start getting a little motion sick. This part I probably in real life would be shitting my pants. I love the fact you can see that it's starting to get really rickety and shaky just before it goes over the edge to kind of give it that little bit of tension that you need. All in all, it's never been a difficult sequence, and I don't think that was ever the idea. I think it was always just supposed to be like a tense, fun action set piece. And I think the game balances that well. You'll have the areas that are difficult, and they're supposed to be difficult, but then you have other areas which are exciting, but they're not overly difficult. So the game does a great job of balancing those sort of things out. I don't remember if Resident Evil 5's like that too. I guess I'll find out when I play through it. Okay, and now we're back out here again. All of that just to pop out on the other side of this castle's walls. Actually, no, we're on the same side. All of that just so we can get a thing, so we can come in here and open this door. Like I said, it's always get a thing to open a thing. That's the Resident Evil puzzle way. And then you open this castle gate, and there's an incredibly old elevator. Makes no sense. But that's the end of the chapter, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. Next time we're going to finish off the castle section, finally. Finally, I can't wait. So if you join me for that, that'd be great, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time.